or a financial management consultant, a banker, and a PhD candidate. Penny will fear her. The last time you didn't come over phone, so I didn't know so touchy man. And a privilege enough, you know. None come no need dinner depa. Timia, me man open invitation from cry. Say any day be around be no me and yen come on pa. Nyamia dum and a penny or ha. Mura tachi akwabe.
Yeah, we need tanku.
Upon ye.
Nyamiadum, you go sick cracker.
Ye the Yankopon asi. E just say Muza mumu nims kasem ho nhyehyɛ no tene tie na ye nims kadi. Ye ni ho nhyehyɛ no ba ye nudi. I don't pay Ghana mine ye sikasem no still ordinary Ghanaian e complaining. Economy no dey na ekoso sesei.
Oh yo, me da.
But I know kasa den kakra ma me.
Me che wati ofo nyina na no pay.
Okay.
Ye hwe Ghana yemfa say mrebi atwam no na we used to be the beacon of Africa in terms of economic management. That was prior to yemfa say COVID ebeshase late 2019. Nyama bebre na asisi. But ye hwe sa mredi I would say Ghana's economy is not in a very good standing. The share inflation, which was announced by the statistical board, that was just about a week ago. We are doing about 40.2% inflation. Yet, say, Abiana, Adibi or Juana boy 100 Ghana cedis. Within the year, no, over 142 Ghana cedis. That is 42 Ghana cedis, and a increment ababa home. Dredini, our no year rational economic agent, Nadia, only in say. Okay, me koto ade ni sei na 100 na sei 140 a me mfa so ni sei 10 bia no obetimi a maintain sa ne margin no e de nya ne mfa so nanso bi mu ho mo nso ye salary workers ye nyina so ye nim our employers are actually struggling to even stay afloat. Operational cost ekosro September near to light and water bill move of about 20%. Case car kosro into operational cost no ekosro and staff salaries and so but then it remains constant into bi ho na bosumi akatua no woje na ebia bosumi bia 2000 Ghana cedis for the past 1 year 2 years now it remains 1000 Ghana 2000 Ghana cedis. What that means any purchasing power no remains constant. However, prices of goods and services no so no ekosro into he's being made worse off on daily basis. Into Ghana economy ne de enkoyiye ye hwe ye cedi no so a ye depreciation ye mfa ne se be 2-3 weeks near and stability kakra aba. But no kra no it is just stability. We've not experienced appreciation as at now. Edu baby a na yemfa ne be September ending ho within 1 day na yen cedi need to be depreciated by about 4%, which is very very substantial. Inti obi wo ho na e bia yen economy no so the way you see tie no dodo na ye skewed towards importation. Inti nipa no the dollar e na akwa ne ma na ba bedu ye no dollar no cost no e costro as against the Ghana cedi. Inti e se ono nso de sa cost no e san ka ne niema na oba ba beton no ho. Afi what happens ni say ebedu ba bi no na ne working capital a bi akane no utimi fa containers be 5 working capital because of the depreciation of the cedi into working capital no swate into ontimi mfa 5 bio obefa 4 se na nipa 5 enso na wa employ mo ye 5 containers ho adwuma this time round because 4 containers spend away to my fan into I just say oyi staff no baako e di free so into unemployment and also ebe kosro. That is the other side of the story. And nipa 4 na aka no so no because of operational cost ninti neme bi mo hwa na yesi wotimi ye mo a ontimi. There are lots of employers that they are even defaulting on mandatory payments so mo make to their staff. Inti enema bebre na air cost we economy no mu a ye boni nyina atofa ye beka say things are not looking good.
How do we get here? Because said they work on prior to COVID, Ghana was doing so well. Nah, Bloomberg, you know, their ratings, I know more rating Ghana. The kind of confidence that they give to our economy. Now, my investors they feel comfortable. so they can walk in at any time, invest in the Ghanaian economy because the confidence alone, how did we get here? Was it because COVID and Russia-Ukraine war and of course, not me about 3 days ago. I'll repeat that. Barack Hussein Obama and now Ujina campaign platform so early this week and I know catch America for. Say Niema boy a ding. Groceries, way, whatever, petrol, any idea. But the fact is, you can't blame the government. No, what Americans here. Nemum, fact is, be a COVID right after COVID. Supply chain no cut here. Started picking up and Ukraine, Russia, and send some buy. Ghana, yet the bia, penny for small canon. Russia, Ukraine. Is it the major factor because the opposition feels no. It's purely mismanagement. Oshe, Ghana, of course, COVID, Russia, Ukraine were in effect, but mismanagement, and a problem. How did we get here? You as a neutral person, and your politicians now how did we get here?
Okay, so those externalities, that is Russia-Ukraine war and COVID, it had a toll on our economy.
Okay.
I will come to that one. But before we get there, Ayiba Kubia Obiadrin Enkoso was the capital market and confidence and more Ghana mu. Ghana floaty bonds it gets oversubscribed. Yeah. Everybody was very confident.
Sure.
Somewhere last year, let me say around July, Ghana could floaty bonds. We needed about 2 billion. And we were short, about $1.5 billion.
Okay.
The government of Ghana hadn't drawn down on SAR funds now every year available. No, up 2 billion. No, when you say 1.5. I think say, it's
not
but
bad.
then Oman draw down. Scan the account no more, and they were still pushing. Say, benya difference no, so it raises questions. Say, Adintia, normally, my Juma Bank at the credit department, no. So, what customer na obeje credit facility na more pressure bibria. Say any pan say we careful kakra because ebia or more pressure
like just giving you
pressure because already nipa no won working capital or the year adwuma or pe a buffer be and a diaba ka ho to support.
Yeah.
Support does not mean say adwuma no be good without credit facility or ankasa won working capital. Into normally ni a more pressure say one farm manoa na adwuma no gu no say nipa no anya careful. Now this canomanwa, the possibilities cano in my back no high because ebia no the kababy and what they kwakutia. It is our pressure no or the beba also. In the same way, those players on the capital market and also are also very rational. Into almost say up 2 billion when you 1.5 won't draw down. Oh my pressures are for difference no so then they started asking and interrogating issues. And who say okay by then no be adwen share down call Ghana yen debt levels no so as at now debts no are about 60% of our GDP. It's expected to rise to about 84% within this month. Say IMF bailout no bar we are envisaging say be about 104%, which is very, very high. As compared to some developed economies, US, Japan, money, more debt to GDP ratio very, very high. But they have the structures to support it. As a developing economy, there or more than 100%, it is not good enough.
Okay.
So we share conversation no, baby drew pressure no more so they started interrogating and government of Ghana on one kasa woni sika on also age our the enejuma. I mean ready budget in Ghana is always been a budget deficit, so they try to borrow to bridge that gap. They started interrogating realizes there is what we call the contingent liabilities. Contingent liabilities near say ABA VRA a buying agency. Cocoa board a buying agency omakwa kwaje be a standby letter of credit be enyam mature ye eno no ye say okay me no ye adwuma mamesa guarantee we me agency na ntua government of Ghana government of Ghana but the agency here referred to into when na government of Ghana ebitua. So these analysts started converting these contingent liabilities into say let's have a simulation assuming say all of these government agencies entimentua omo car and abosia omakwa how will the outlook look like into omo yes our analysis who say no it doesn't sit well. So some started pulling out of the capital market omo bonds that
already 1.5
exactly. Before then, there had been some flutes, 1 billion that are coming, another 1 billion that are coming into near our top bond, maybe 5 years, no war trains, maturity time, or they obit returns. They lost confidence in the system and started selling those bonds. Into we are brokers now, we are no afraid we me Ghana government of Ghana bond, me pese me ton. What is it? So that's mad rush now, and I maintain no financial institution. Ena ebia there is a mad rush for say obi ababa genisika obitima survive. It will be very difficult. Not even the chases of this world and the northwest of this world. It is never possible. Indeed, when there is mad rush for withdrawal, sana, it puts a strain. And a creative impression because say things are not going well. Speculations here and there. Into obi a ton obi kra for the fear of say be losing the investment in intino utimi a discount ne rate ne ebia na ne it money about 20% or because okay I need the money urgently, I want to secure my investment into the 18% cra fabra na beje into amanfo ton no ene ma nipa bebre adwen course. So it led to credit rating agencies downgrading Ghana's rating because bonds, how it performs on the capital market is what determines your strength on that capital market. Into amount for are no longer interested. That means credit rating a better form. Into couple with credit ratings Fitch, any Moody's, Munina, a status or more downgrading Ghana and more confidence and as make as a capital market a good crown ponesa because you are not getting access to new funds. Old funds people were selling them off into time na pressure also. So normally sanka bibia ye okay nka by this time ye wa here mu no nka government of Ghana will have just hit the capital market ye floaty bonds nka sa 3 billion ye just a matter of enye IMF nka be call bond market no rather. So we need this much to serve as a buffer for us or because of the confidence and the economy people were going to subscribe and at the end of the day government of Ghana was going to get money to run. But here drew baby new funds are not coming in, we cannot go to the capital market again. Into machinery the government machinery, the budget's already been drawn, the deficit is already experienced. Into yes, a government in yeska nor the bridge that gap So what will be the resultant effect? Say local market no mum and our try say obi raise the funds through the treasury bills. Exactly. So as we speak, T-bills are around 33-34%, which is very, very, very high. I mean, just about 2-3 years ago, borrowing rates were not up to those levels. Borrowing rates were just about 25%. As you see, T-bills are 34%. What that means, they say, it puts a strain, especially on the market people. Se okwa kwaje bosia yehwe T-bill banks ne dwumadi omudie pa basically na akoye se yento sika no free the deficit side ne yemfa nko the surplus side yento sika no from the surplus side ne yemfa nko the deficit side inti so akwa akoto the 34% that means wow do sika beto the 34% interest no wotu amount ononso he is in the market to make profit so the kakra so na ononso timi ton that is nearby beji loan so at the end of the day you realize rates that is borrowing will be around 38%, what is just about 4% crampo at the top treasury bill rate so you'll be paying about 38%. Market person now ononso beji loan 38%, or check any profit the margin there is already marked up or the operational cost beka ho, or the cost of fund now or the year jumano or kwaji loan na and also what the beka ho. Inti enon kwa krano, he'll be making provision for 38% as additional cost to the goods. Inti niema bebre beko so akosro sa enon ne ka ho a ama inflation so ekosro no.
We'll get to the inflation bit no. Now yeah share because they say inflation 21-year high. To say for the past 21 years, and this is the timer. Inflation I 40 over. Yeah. But so the almost share is kasem no so. Almost anticipate time I flow to sabon there kunya sa 1.5. Almost anticipate the okay. Any German sika na tena ho hoping say benya 500 na be kan wa yenya e dey be dru ba be dru. Is that the reason why continuously president ekasa about speculation because yes I mean yeah, an economic person you know sometimes I feel like speculation is yeah they be okay a free the buy ana
speculations now from that time. You see, speculation is something you cannot really predict.
Okay,
say I'm funny say yeah you want them hey na BBSC CC no be a pia bontia koka say ebia tankwa yesi anase wa yesi ebia na enye no kre nanso information abeko out no you cannot manage it.
Yeah, sure.
Inti I'm sure they didn't really anticipate it. Inti yehu ya na chese ade na nkofo yi omo skei then a pressure no omo dey me and ye bia bibi koso. Inti speculation is something that you cannot really control, especially when it comes to information. Inti yen problem no. For me, Russia, Ukraine has had a toll. COVID has had a toll because by then our borrowings also went up. But Mihuni say, getting to the latter part or second part of last year, and that situation that was created on the capital market, and a day yababi do says into speculation there, it is something very difficult for any manager to really anticipate and therefore to manage. What you anticipate here now because this is the risk that comes with it. And these are the mitigants I'm also proposing or mitigants I'm putting in place to solve that situation. But when you anticipate here, it will just catch you off guard.
You bet you bond market CCA.
As at now, no, we can't because your ratings, we are almost in the junk bracket.
Is it people won't subscribe to?
People will not subscribe to. We can go na me wadia obi anfio. Me wadia me ba beton. Wono yesi woni ma no kra asay poison kra wom. Na wo de ko market akwa akoye den. Case ka wo de be call consultant awe final percentage awe betua ni nyina, it will be worthless. So it is better you don't go at all.
How about if the IMF deal yet me implement here? Can we still?
Yes, you see IMF
no confidence in Beba.
Exactly. You see IMF deals normally it's not just about the money.
The last time okay.
Exactly. It gives us what we call the policy credibility. Obia, the players on the capital market who say IMF that has got experts with a vast experience that they've got under their sleeves omona monitor niema omona toto niema ewo economy. So though as a sovereign nation it doesn't sound well. It's not good enough for you.
Yeah.
But to the outsiders, we have these experts who are managing now into it will be safe. So I would say about 70% of it boils down to the policy credibility. It will always be there. The challenges will continue to be there. Capital market but among who say now there is credibility in the system. There is no longer economic mismanagement. There are people who understand the issues at the helm of affairs now. Once I take my money there, it will therefore be safe. And no be my mileage into
negotiations in the ground was not going on well. I'm a minister who follow.
Yes, I've been following. It's actually going on well, but it's a process flow. As at now, staff level agreement has not been reached yet.
I know there is staff level agreement.
Yeah, staff level. I had to say ABA wako bank.
Okay.
Na oko bank or credit officer or bank manager or ABA kofa we bra, kofa collateral we bra, kofa pay slip bra. why odi ni nyina ba na ono ya analysis ni nyina wawie no o say okay now a set from the branch ya the ba be head office for approval e could do head officer and a management betna so ahwe say ye be approve and I say ye approve into where we are with the agreement no or the negotiation no at management level yemfa says staff na e war grassroots we say normally board no or more IMF board ni share every approval, but then there is a CEO, there is this credits analyst, there is this debt sustainability analyst or more yes many nyina until say the staff no at the grassroots will be convinced that indeed this paper will fly no and be ready. That one we are expecting approval probably around before the year will end. Na yahwe say be first quarter no board approval no so beba then it follows with disbursements. Until for now the staff level agreement
November we are in November, right?
We are in November already.
I feel it's not ready budget because IMF I say without the IMF policy agreement, no budget be near deba.
Yeah, so your budget we are looking at basically inflows any outflows. Okay, we will need the IMF funds to come and show up and our deficit a war hono etimi about abe bridge. But say okay, we are expecting this much from this side of the economy. We are expecting a percentage increments in this, and only there can be there. Your expenditure, yebe non no, and also a government machinery best spend this say yebe to salaries move to this percentage. This is the effect that it will have on our economy. That is basically what budget is. Okay. But budget no ya where we stand now, we do not have the funds and in deficit no be too huge. We need that funds say be block deficit no kakra. So without the IMF deal, yes, budget there is simply income expenditure statement more or less. Into and there can be presented, but it will be variance will be too much for any finance person to even say you can call it a budget. Definitely we need to bridge that gap.
Now let's talk about the inflation. Ghana say in October na your inflation 37.2 thereabout.
That was September.
In September rather. And now October I jumped the about 40.4.
Yeah.
In the first place, the ordinary person not able to think I can't say most around inflation ED. What actually is inflation? Inflation in the
you can inflation funny Eco 101 bachelor say when there is more money chasing after fewer goods.
Okay.
Inti amount for we can warm ho. Nanso goods no.
More
pap atonusa. Inti at the end of the day. Exactly. Wow we can no bit me at my convince
price high no.
Exactly. Na eno de bema. That is our everyday understanding. And I suspect say that is the notion those at the helm of affairs in terms of monetary policy no or more air no. You see, in managing the economy, there are two phases to it. There's a fiscal and there's the monetary. So the fiscal, the government has to do it. That is the government of the day. And no you say income sign a mean expenditure ben a may and no that's the fiscal side of it. And the monetary part no, and that is a Bank of Ghana. As at now, Bank of Ghana policy rate is about 24%.
Okay.
And only you say between the banks dealing among themselves or Bank of Ghana will be support, that is a universal bank supporter or no be charging 24%. Or no this is kind of manner. I will liken it to treasury bill analysis na me policy rate equostra normally it affects borrowing rate because my treasury bill so cost of borrowing invariably also goes up. Into monetary side, or no say there is too much money in the system. Let me mop up all the excess from the Ghanaian economy. Into can na monetary policy rate near 20%, or say there be I mean 20.22 to say 24. Or increase say na obi with car or be say okay, then I will not want to keep the money. Memfan to bank in treasury bill because treasury bill bore a cost. Forgetting say it's got an effect. OGG scale was system no munyina no now you'll be paying somebody as much as 33-34%. And they say me 100 Ghana cedis. Na me feel say na me de tonton ebi nsuo kakra wo kwan ha. Na sa 100 cedis no me gina wiem ache na pressure wo so de me fa nkoto bank. I finish here menya 34 Ghana cedis ene wo so. Oyo okay. Make 100 cities and I won't realize in but if you are dealing in millions of cities or even hundreds of thousands, even 100,000 within 1 year, you'll be getting 34,000. That's a lot of money. Into businessman who has a pressure or come on the shop floor, that is on the market. Now nisika koto bank dia and ebebuano. That is the notion into be nisika from the economy, not the koto bank. That is a way a Bank of Ghana or more pay up all the excess cash. But there is an effect to it. Near all year jumano nisika no kranoa or the year jumano. Wa mfa se eskano and say economy no bio. We're free, we're pulling it out of the economy, Edia bro government, Edia toho. And it is no staff or no more year juma. See, the jumana is no more. It is a staff no so oyo mu free ho. Now at the end of the year, no to your income tax. Our Najumana, sorry, Utia corporate tax, our Najumana, or no so that corporate tax will no longer be coming. Corporate tax non so according to government kitty. Until now, government will be losing out on that one. The staff non so Utia or Mokano, and also monthly be not PAYE, pay as you earn, income tax. Government will also be losing out because our staff non so you know how much be chia. Until government income expectation no will not be met. Until there will be that deficit until what they feel say more pay apple but obi nso egu na dwuma or this kan nyina bro we staff nso adi unemployment rate will go up. Government income I know so expect will also not come. Until a lot of people so are pulling emphasis via magazine na treasury bills are doing so well say obi adodo na ton mu nyina na omde akoto bank say omo per treasury bill rate na ye ka nipa mienu pa anase nipa ba akopa ono na be control market no enti bo bi a ope no nse kane no na there was competition enti okoha na ne nsa ankakra okoha obi bitima teso amanato because there are a lot of competitors enti won so hwe so competitor ne bo say na ode agi exactly won so bet exactly but dodo na je adwuma no na e ka ba akopa mienu pa they will be enjoying monopoly enti ebema prices across. So I'm surprised they are not looking at some of those things, but these are practical things. Not just the textbook inflation high, a lot of money chasing fewer goods, let's pull it out of the system. No, sometimes you must apply certain tacts. I don't know how to put it in a proper way, but you should look beyond what just the textbook is saying. Now, while you proper analysis, then you'll be able to profess solutions to some of the economic challenges that.
And as a young handle, the way a man inflation no corner, effect or
very big effect, and it's not ended yet. It's not ended yet. Oh yes,
Why? Is it because of the
yeah, because policy rate no every time they meet they increase it. We increase the policy rate in so definitely T bills will also go up.
Sure.
T bills will go up, cost of borrowing also goes up. The businessman as a rational economic agent up sa cost ni nyina or also the baba beto niema no bonus so until it will continue to go up until say ABI yemfa be match ho baby ena you best start to say you realize it niema so tetia ebeba but from now till that time ne dear no we should brace ourselves.
Now initially look at you about the stabilization of the city. Say I appreciate it but I stable. They say you call December. This is where people spend a lot. It just stabilize and I appreciate it.
Okay, so normally from September to December there is a lot of importation.
Sure.
Government Ghana economy is import driven.
Yeah.
Normally you do some na okay cost. But what has also not helped is the speculation bit. Stability we are experiencing now a speculation now, and I think the president's address on the economy in about 2 weeks ago it has really helped us. Allay amount for fears, calm it down people. Into those speculators, I think it was just an audio being obedient to WhatsApp and it went viral and everybody is chasing after it. Now the speculations are calm and therefore people are no longer really chasing after the dollar. You see, there is an interesting fact here. Ohwe Ghana as at now, yen trade no, we are really not experiencing a deficit. We rather have trade surplus. As at now, by trade surplus no, yen total exports are no, and also saying importation are But there is one other line I not draw yen FX no. So normally when your export is more than your import, you should be fine.
I'm confused. Export
Ghana no.
More than
imports.
Import.
Exactly.
Then why do we call our economy an
import driven? Yes.
Why not an export driven economy?
Exactly.
Why?
Ideally, you are supposed not to go beyond a 50% markup. Enti say total imports 1 billion. Total exports should be about 2 billion. Because this is how it works. FX are no. It's not just about balance of trade payment. Export amede call menya dollar na obi so ye no. There is another bit to it. You share the structure of your economy now. A lot of the businesses I work Ghana no, the very big ones who are able to make huge profits are foreign owned companies. Enti edu mrebia to say be omoye financials at the end of the year edu be match obia repatriate ni sika no e de call back because sebio kwamutie enye usika na ode akwa kwhye MTN adwuma mu foreigners dia.
Sure.
You share a lot of the banks na dodo na foreigners. Enti obi na di ni sika ba be shim e no onu anya ne mfaso at the end of the year. Afe no so a ese ekutua ne ka ne returns on say investment na wayɛ no. Ono wonte Ghana ha. Ote Ghana kura na oba briefly ebia for some board meeting bi na wasign call. Amone na owo no nso no onni cedi mane nye yie. O profit na wa declare no nso no is in Ghana cedi. Enti ese yesesa sa eska no e de call dollar na yetimi di akwa kutua ne ka. So this is another phase rate eya ema pressure babeda yen dollar no so. Enti year no December ma declare profit 200 million Ghana cedis say yesesa e de dollar ye de omusika ekokomomo so eno nso ya ade a etwe yen dollar no pressure. You see, on the international market nobody knows about the cedi. The medium of exchange is the US dollar. Intimi a obeye bia no e se dollar no ne nya sa eska no e de ekokoko emomo. That is one bit of it. There is another bit. You see, bonds be ya floaty any government statutory payments say ye nyina interest payments, principal, sa payments ni nyina no so no enye yen cedi no ene ye ditua. Say ni bidi kan no. The medium is the dollar. Inti aban omo eto Ghana bonds. Say time aso na government of Ghana ekwa kutua omo ka. Say dollar no so esesa e de kokoye. Inti some of these activities ni nyina ya de a ema both governments and the private sector no ehia dollar. Nti no nema pressure no babeda cedi no so because a lot of people are really after the dollar almost cedi no no de akwa dollar no. Nti it's not just about the balance of trade payments, import export. Nti finance will tell you say ideally it should be about 50% so that the remaining 50% no can take care of capital flight returns on investment government statutory payments, government loans and interest, principal and interest that is the rationale behind it.
Ebrana tiame another can say din komo ko chepa very educative, very interesting said here dodo na me jiri so mo sua de no. We hope to have you more.
Sure.
Because I've been receiving a lot of messages and pay. You have been so helpful to us. Yeah, that's it. So when you bring what we are praying is say Obi you're sending me so can the cedi and dollar can you bet you about $1 as to $1 to 10 cedis.
For now, no, it doesn't look feasible. It will take certain very drastic measures, and also no, it will be very difficult for the kind of governance system and as a party politics for us to be able to reach that. We need a government that will come to say this year I'm preparing a budget, there will not be any budget deficit. Okay. You see, all our expenditure will be funded by total income be make and no so no bia na me kwan a wo makura ase na ye ntimi anye nti aban bia ba o prepare the budget there is always a deficit nti so okoko ye borrowing kakra e ba be support until we get there. No, it's never possible. It's never possible. We can only sustain it.
We are very grateful.
That's very all right.
All right. And I'm a Christian Techi Jan, or a financial management consultant. At the same time, he's a banker and a PhD candidate. And I'm a pair what is a minute doing come over her. What change some woman yatia say pa, it's a casam no. This is a book of whereby